Battle of the Brains presented by Virginia 529. Central Virginia's ultimate high school academic quiz show. Today's match features Freeman High School versus St. Catherine's School. Let the battle begin.
Hello and welcome to Battle of the Brains. I'm Cheryl Miller. Our competition welcomes teams from schools all across the Commonwealth of Virginia. The academic athletes joining us today have made it to the second round this season. They are the Mavericks of Douglas Freeman High School, coached by Orion Altman and Jason A. Brill. Freeman High School is part of Henrico County's public school system. The school offers a specialty center for leadership, government, and global economics. Also with us today, the Saints of St. Catherine's School, coached by Anthony Ambrogi and Daniel Armstrong. Richmond's St. Catherine's School is a private all-girls Episcopal college preparatory school. Creating an inclusive environment, the school notes that each of their leadership opportunities, lesson plans, and activities are intentionally designed specifically for girls. It's great to have these students back with us today for round 2 this season. Our match today will consist of 3 toss-up rounds and a category round. Players wishing to answer will buzz in and wait for me to call on them. Any interruption of questions with an incorrect answer will result in a point deduction. There is no deduction for an incorrect answer to a completed question. All right, students, welcome. Here's the first toss-up round. Who was the first U.S. president to take the oath of office aboard an airplane? Anuj.
Lyndon Johnson.
Correct. Returning from Dallas after the 1963 assassination of John F. Kennedy. U.S. Senator Strom Thurmond holds the record of 24 hours and 18 minutes in protesting the 1957 Civil Rights Bill. What is the term for this type? Katie.
Filibuster?
Correct. Delaying a legislative vote. Where would you find the Sea of Tranquility? Matthew.
The moon.
On the moon is correct. A Stingray is a model of what American sports car? Annabelle?
Jaguar?
That is incorrect. St. Catherine's? Catherine?
Porsche?
It's actually a Chevy Corvette. What unit of heat measurement equals 4.18 joules? Molly?
Specific heat?
That is incorrect. Douglas Freeman? Matthew?
1 degree Kelvin.
It's actually 1 calorie. Her works include And Still I Rise. Annabelle?
Angelo, sorry.
Maya Angelou is correct. She recited her poem On the Pulse of Morning at Bill Clinton's inauguration in 1993. You may need your pencil and paper for this one. Rewrite x to the half power in radical form. Matthew?
Square root of x.
Correct. What type of bread is most associated with caraway seeds and Reuben sandwiches? Catherine?
Pumpernickel?
That is incorrect. Freeman? Katie?
Rye?
Rye is correct. He is said to have revolutionized 6 industries: personal computers, animated movies, music, phones. Matthew?
Steve Jobs.
Correct. Co-founder of Apple. In 1980, the U.S. men's hockey team shocked the world and won gold at the Lake Placid Winter Olympics. Who did they defeat? Matthew?
The Soviet Union.
That is incorrect. Who did they defeat in the final round? St. Catherine's?
Russia?
Molly? They actually defeated Finland. That win came 2 days after the so-called Miracle on Ice win over the Soviets. In what well-known poem, song by Catherine Bates, a professor of English literature at Wellesley College, would you find the phrase, amber waves of grain? Annabelle?
My Country 'Tis of Thee.
That is incorrect. St. Catherine's? Molly?
America the Beautiful?
That is correct. In 31 BCE, the forces of Octavian defeated those of Mark Antony and Cleopatra. At what naval battle? Anuj?
Actium.
Correct, off the coast of Greece. All right, players, turn your attention to the monitors for a video question presented by a member of the Battle of the Brains Brainy Bunch. And you must wait until the question is complete before buzzing in.
This artist is one of the founders of Surrealism, which emphasizes unconscious imagery.
Catherine?
Dolly.
That is correct. It was the invention of what machine which allowed for the rough doubling of the yield of raw cotton in the South? Matthew?
The cotton gin.
Correct. Eli Whitney's cotton gin. In 1956, who was the first female African-American tennis player to win the Wimbledon Tennis Championship? Sophia?
Serena Williams.
That is incorrect. Freeman? Annabelle?
Billie Jean King.
Got to go back farther than that. Althea Gibson. She won a career total of 11 Grand Slam events. The Café du Monde in New Orleans is famous for its beignets, deep-fried dough deliciousness. Spell beignet. Catherine.
B-E-N-G-N-E-I-T.
That is incorrect. Freeman? Katie?
B-E-I-G-N-E-T.
That is incorrect. You forgot the S on the end. B-E-I-G-N-E-T-S. Reigning from 1556 to 1605, he is generally recognized as the greatest thing of the Mughal emperors of India. Anush.
Akbar the Great.
That is correct. It feeds almost exclusively on humans with an appetite to shame a vampire. The average one in some areas of the world bites human flesh 190 times per night. In scientific species, its subspecies name is Anopheles funestus. By what more common name is it known? Molly.
Mosquito?
Correct. And that buzzer means the end of our first toss-up round. Up next, we'll introduce today's players to you. Then they'll take on the category round here on Battle of the Brains.
Battle of the Brains is always available. Find full episodes on YouTube and follow along with Battle of the Brains on social media. Welcome back to Battle of the Brains.
Here are the scores following the first toss-up round here on Battle of the Brains. Our team from Douglas Freeman High School with 90 points. Our team from St. Catherine's School with 30 points. And we'll get back to our match and questions just ahead. But first, let's introduce you to today's players. Let's start with our team from Douglas Freeman High School in Richmond. The Mavericks are coached by Orion Alton and Jason Abril. First up is Matthew Wozniak, who is a junior. Matthew runs cross country and track, plans to major in electrical and computer engineering. Next up is Anuj Damli, who is a junior, is a member of the Model UN Club and Freeman Secretariat, is a flutist with the Freeman Marching Band and Wind Ensemble, and plans to study computer science and political science in college. Our team captain for the Freeman team is Katie Hall. Katie is a senior. She plans to major in foreign affairs in college, is currently the editor-in-chief of Freeman's newspaper, The Commentator. And wrapping up our team is Annabelle Nee, who is a senior. She plans to major in English in college. She's currently the sound designer for Freeman's plays and musicals. That is our team from Douglas Freeman High School. Congratulations on making it to round two. Also here with us in round two, the St. Catherine's Saints from St. Catherine's School. And first up is Sophie Christensen, who is a senior. She enjoys debate, economics, participating in National Federation of Temple Youth, and plans to double major in business and economics. Our team captain from St. Catherine's is Catherine Price, who is a senior. She enjoys track, singing, and Latin, plans to major in philosophy at Washington and Lee. Next up is Molly Maloney. Molly is a senior who enjoys baking and also theater, plans to major in chemical engineering. And wrapping up our team from St. Catherine's is Sophia Carter, who is a senior, enjoys reading, running, and golf, and plans to major in finance. And congratulations to our team from St. Catherine's to making it to round two. Now, here in this match, our category round, where each team will select one 10-question category from today's choices. If the team gets all of its questions correct in the allotted time, they'll receive a 20-point bonus. All right, teams, take a look here. The categories from which you may choose. They are American vice presidents, arch rivals, and Roman gods and their Greek counterparts. We do note that in this round, only the captains can officially answer for the team, though they may confer with their teammates to try to come up with the correct answers, and there is no deferring. By rules, the high-score team will get first choice of category. That is our team from Freeman. So, Katie, talk it over with your teammates. Let me know what category you'd like to play.
Arch rivals, and I don't.
Yeah, I don't think I can get all of them. Gotcha.
We'll take Roman gods.
All right. The gods of ancient Rome and their Greek counterparts, given the name of the Roman deity, name their Greek counterpart. The first is Minerva.
Athena. Athena.
Correct. Jupiter.
Zeus. Zeus.
Correct. Pluto.
Hades. Hades.
Correct. Neptune.
Poseidon. Poseidon.
Correct. Vesta.
Hestia. Hestia.
Hestia is correct. Mars.
Ares. Ares.
Correct. Diana.
Artemis. Artemis.
Correct. Mercury.
Hermes. Hermes.
Correct. Vulcan.
Hephaestus. Hephaestus.
Correct. And finally, Juno.
Hera. Hera.
And that is correct. And that is a sweep of the category and a 20-point bonus. And good job, Annabelle. All right, for the next category, St. Catherine's, it'll either be American vice presidents or arch rivals. Catherine, talk it over with your teammates. Let me know what you'd like to play. All right, Catherine?
We would take.
I need an answer.
You're more comfortable with. I don't know. Just do vice presidents.
All right, given the name of a vice president, name the president under whom they served. The first is John Adams.
George Washington.
Correct. Harry S. Truman.
FDR.
That's correct. Gerald Ford.
Nixon.
Correct. Dick Cheney.
Bush.
I need you to be more specific.
H.W. Bush.
That is incorrect. George W. Bush. Andrew Johnson.
Lincoln.
Correct. Aaron Burr.
Jefferson.
Correct. Mike Pence.
Trump.
Correct. Theodore Roosevelt.
Cleveland.
The William McKinley. Lyndon Johnson.
JFK.
Correct. And Joe Biden.
Obama.
Correct. Good job on that category. Good job on the category round by both of our teams. Coming up next, we'll have another toss-up round when Battle of the Brains continues. Stay right here.
Miss a week of Battle of the Brains? Or want to catch up on a full season of battle gameplay? Find full episodes on our YouTube channel. Welcome back to Battle of the Brains.
And here are the scores following the category round here on Battle of the Brains. Our team from Douglas Freeman High School with 160 points. Our team from St. Catherine's School with 70 points. And now it's back to Battle of the Brains and another toss-up round. And just a quick reminder to our teams, you do lose points if you interrupt a question with an incorrect answer. The other team will then have the chance to answer. And there is no conferring in the toss-up rounds. Here we go. What is the base SI unit for mass? Anush.
Grams.
That is incorrect. Molly?
Kilograms.
Kilograms is correct. To correct a discrepancy between this law and charge conservation, James Clerk Maxwell added the displacement current. Name this law modified in one of Maxwell's equations that relates the magnetic field around a closed loop to current passing through the loop.
Ohm's law.
Repeat for me.
Ohm's law.
That is incorrect. Freeman? Annabelle?
Faraday's law.
It's actually Ampere's circuitural law. Ampere's law. What element is the lightest metal on the periodic table? Molly.
Lithium.
Correct. Among the historic artworks in this museum's collection are the Nike of Samothrace, the Venus de Milo, and Delacroix's Liberty Leading the People. Name this historic museum, which began life as a palace for the kings of France. Annabelle.
The Louvre.
Correct. In a normal distribution, what percent of the data falls within one standard deviation? Anush.
68%.
Correct. One standard deviation of the mean. The Pittsburgh Steelers play their home games at Heinz Field. The stadium stands at the confluence of the Allegheny and Monongahela rivers that form which other river? Anush.
The Ohio River.
Correct. This novel asked a friend to destroy his unpublished works after his death. Instead, the friend had them published, thereby preserving them. Name this author of The Metamorphosis and the Castle. Anush.
Kafka.
Franz Kafka is correct. He was one of the most famous post-impressionists, called the father of modern painting. Name this 19th century Frenchman of such works as The Card Players, Woman in a Red Dress, and Apples and Oranges. Matthew.
Monet.
That is incorrect. St. Catherine's? It's Paul Cézanne. Which two countries border the Dead Sea? Anuj.
Iran and Saudi Arabia.
That is incorrect. St. Catherine's? Catherine?
Egypt and Saudi Arabia.
They are Israel and Jordan. A traditional straw-brimmed hat. The Panama hats originated in what country? Molly.
Colombia.
That is incorrect. Freeman? Annabelle?
America.
Actually, Ecuador. In the United States, which month is observed as Black History Month? Matthew?
February.
Correct. To be forever known as the first person in space, what was the name of the cosmonaut who piloted the ship? Matthew?
Yuri Gagarin.
Correct, in 1961 aboard the Vostok 1. You may need your pencil and paper for this one. Add the following fractions and remember to simplify your answer. 1/3 plus 1/4. Sophia.
7/12.
That's correct. Who was the 15th century inventor of movable type? Anush.
Gutenberg.
Correct, Johann Gutenberg. His film debut was in A Nightmare on Elm Street. He later played the fantastical title character of the 1990 movie Edward Scissorhands. Annabelle.
Johnny Depp.
That is correct. Census criteria say 1,000 people per square mile is the maximum density for what specific land category that forms 83% of the United States? Matthew.
Rural.
That is correct. In which desert is Death Valley located? Anush.
The Nevada desert.
That is incorrect. St. Catharines? It's in the Mojave Desert in California. This type is the type called the American devilfish, lives near Florida and the West Indies. The Pacific giant propels itself by forcing water out of its body and foils attackers by squirting ink. Name this type. Annabelle.
Squid.
That is incorrect. Name this type of cephalopod with 8 tentacles. Catherine.
Cuttlefish.
It's actually the octopus. All right, teams, turn your attention to the monitors for a video question presented by a member of the Battle of the Brains Brainy Bunch, and you must wait until the question is completed before buzzing in.
On October 12, 1998, the United States Congress designated this Virginia city as the birthplace of country music.
That is incorrect. Freeman? Anush?
Richmond.
It's actually Bristol. And that buzzer means one more toss-up round ahead and will double the point value for our teams. Stay tuned to see which of them will advance to the next round here on Battle of the Brains.
Love Battle of the Brains? Ready for your high school team to play next season? Get in touch. Go to battleofthebrains.net to learn more. Welcome back to Battle of the Brains.
And here are the scores as we head into the final round here on Battle of the Brains. Our team from Douglas Freeman High School with 250 points. Our team from St. Catherine's School with 100 points. Now for this final toss-up round, the point score for a correct answer is doubled, but so is the penalty for an incorrect answer before I finish the question. There's no deduction for an incorrect answer to a completed question. All right, teams, good luck. This is our final toss-up round. The actual heart of Richard the Lionheart is located in the Notre Dame Cathedral in this city. Anush. That is incorrect. It's also where Joan of Arc was burned at the stake. Name this largest and capital city of Normandy. St. Catharines? Molly?
Amsterdam.
It's actually in Rouen. In the Addams family household, Gomez and Morticia's daughter was named Wednesday. Annabelle?
Pudge.
That is incorrect. The question is, spell Wednesday. Catherine?
Wednesday.
That is correct. What Scottish bacteriologist discovered penicillin in 1928? Molly?
Alexander Fleming.
That is correct. Inside the human eye, there are 2 types of cells that react to light. One of these is rods. Matthew?
Cones.
That is correct. When the villain pours poison in the king's ear, this man cries out, "Give me some light away." Name this second husband of Gertrude. Annabelle.
Claudius.
That is correct, in Hamlet. What Virginia city is the location of 0 mile marker of the Intracoastal Waterway between Miami and Maine?
Richmond.
That is incorrect, Molly. Freeman? Annabelle?
Virginia Beach.
It's actually Portsmouth. STEM is an acronym for a specific type of learning that targets children between the ages of 8 and 14. What does the letter E stand for? Matthew?
Engineering.
Correct. The others are science, technology, and math. What number is represented by the Roman numeral D? Catherine?
50.
That is incorrect. Freeman? Annabelle?
100.
We need another 0. It's 500. The Red River flows into it after passing the city of Hanoi. Identify this gulf, the namesake of a 1964 Anuj.
Tonkin.
Gulf of Tonkin is correct. Site of the 1964 resolution authorizing military force in Southeast Asia. A baseball term that includes the pitcher and catcher, a military unit comprised of several artillery pieces, a crime often associated with assault. Give the term that describes all of these as well as a device for converting. Annabelle.
Battery.
Correct. Converting chemical energy to electrical energy. Bob Marley is a legend of reggae music. Spell reggae. Matthew.
Reggae.
Correct. 2 years after the Emancipation Proclamation in 1865, Union troops arrived in Galveston, Texas, with news that the Civil War was over and that slaves had been set free. By what name is it? Matthew.
Juneteenth.
Now a federal holiday, correct. What type of technology produced a virtual currency such as Bitcoin? Molly.
Electronic coin.
That is incorrect. Freeman? Anush?
Crypto.
It's
No.
called a blockchain.
That.
His brothers kidnapped him to stop him from becoming a Dominican monk, but he went on to study at Cologne under Albertus Magnus. This author of On Being and Essence is the foremost thinker of scholasticism. Name this angelic doctor and author of Summa Theologica. Matthew.
St. Thomas Aquinas.
Correct. Once settled in the future state of Utah, Brigham Young, leader of the Church of the Latter-day Saints, christened the land with what name? Catherine.
Zion.
That is incorrect. Freeman? Annabelle?
Mormon City.
Well, that might have been the other name. You called it Deseret. Mardi Gras, or Fat Tuesday, is a day of celebration immediately preceding Matthew.
Lent.
Judges? That is incorrect. Immediately preceding what day in the Christian calendar? Catherine? Sophia?
Wednesday.
Ash Wednesday is correct, the beginning of the Lenten season. Works executed using this painting techniques include Giotto's decoration of the Arena Chapel, Michelangelo's Sistine Chapel ceiling, and Leonardo's Last Supper. What six-letter term names the process? Anush.
Fresco.
That is correct, painting on plaster. And that buzzer is our final question. While our judges double-check the final score, here's a reminder of how to stay connected with us here on Battle of the Brains.
Stay up to date with Battle of the Brains. Follow along as your favorite teams advance this season. Visit battleofthebrains.net to learn more. And follow the show on social at Battle of the Brains.
As we continue round 2 in this season of Battle of the Brains, join us next week as we welcome Blacksburg High School versus St. Christopher's School.
Now, here's the final score for today's match, determining which team will continue on in this season's competition. Ending the match with 160 points, our team from St. Catherine's School. Great job today by Sophia, Molly, Catherine, and Sophie. And our winners today with a final score of 370 points, our team from Douglas Freeman High School. And good job today by Matthew, Anuj, Katie, and Annabelle. And you will go on to round 3 in this year's competition. Congratulations. I'm Cheryl Miller. Thank you so much for watching and playing along here on Battle of the Brains. And we'll see you back here next week. Great match, teams.
Game over. Thank you for watching Battle of the Brains, presented by Virginia 529. Goodbye.